Biafra was born, amidst jubilation and dreams of self-determination. The Nigerian government, then led by Gowon, viewed this secession as an act of rebellion and adamantly refused to let the country break apart. The stakes were high and the path ahead looked increasingly fraught with danger. The simmering tensions finally boiled over and war erupted in July 1967. Biafrans fought with unwavering determination for their survival and the right to exist as a nation, while Nigerians fought to preserve the unity of their country. The conflict was brutal, a tragic chapter in the nation's history. Biafra was significantly outgunned and found itself under a crippling blockade, cut off from vital supplies and resources. Tragically, starvation became a weapon of war, deliberately used to weaken and subdue the Biafran population. Millions were trapped within the blockaded territory, and heartbreakingly, children were dying from hunger and disease at an alarming rate. Schools closed their doors, silencing the sounds of learning. Childhoods were lost, stolen by the ravages of war. Families were torn apart, scattered by the conflict and displacement. Yet amidst the devastation, Biafrans showed incredible resilience, a testament to the human spirit. They were building, inventing and surviving against all odds, demonstrating remarkable ingenuity in the face of adversity. The world watched, often in disbelief, as images of suffering poured out of Biafra, but international help was tragically slow to arrive. For those trapped inside Biafra, every single day became a desperate fight to live, to find food, and to hold on to hope. The war irrevocably changed everything, leaving deep scars on the land and its people. After 30 long and agonizing months of conflict, the guns finally fell silent. The dream of Biafra, born out of hope and desperation, had come to an end. Biafra surrendered in January 1970, marking the official end to a war that had torn the nation apart. The surrender ceremony was a somber affair, a visual representation of defeat and the immense loss suffered by all sides. Over 1 million lives were lost in this brutal conflict, a staggering number that underscores the devastating human cost of war. The vast majority of these deaths were not from bullets or bombs, but mostly due to starvation and disease, a silent killer that preyed on the vulnerable and displaced. The war left deep scars, physical scars on the landscape and emotional scars on the hearts of the people. Beyond the immediate devastation, the war fostered bitterness, eroded trust between communities, and solidified a legacy of military rule that would shape Nigeria's future for decades. Ethnic divisions deepened, exacerbated by the rhetoric and realities of war. Old questions about justice, fairness, and equitable resource distribution remained unanswered, festering beneath the surface. The government called for reconciliation, urging Nigerians to forgive and forget, but healing was a slow and arduous process, fraught with challenges. The lesson from this tragic chapter in our history is clear. Prejudice and hatred, if left unchecked, can tear apart the very fabric of nations. We must actively reject division in all its forms, consciously choose to see the shared humanity in every Nigerian, regardless of tribe or religion, and demand justice and equality for all citizens. Our generation, the inheritors of this complex legacy, must commit to building bridges of understanding and cooperation, not walls of division and resentment. Nigeria's unity is not a given. It is fragile and requires constant nurturing and protection, every single day. Let us learn from the painful lessons of the past, embrace our diversity as a source of strength, and work together to create the just and prosperous nation our grandparents dreamed of.